Welcome back to TimeCoins. Today we begin one of the most detailed and extended explorations of a coin that has created confusion, curiosity, and deep interest among collectors, the coin many people call the 1986 Liberty Quarter Dollar. Even though the United States Mint never officially released a special Liberty Quarter in that year, however, 1986 itself is one of the most historically important years in American numismatic history because it marked the 100th anniversary of the Statue of Liberty, leading to huge nationwide celebrations, a major restoration of the statue, and the release of the famous 1986 Liberty Commemorative Coin Program, which included a silver dollar and a gold half-eagle, both designed to celebrate freedom, immigration, and the spirit of America. And the massive popularity of these coins created so much hype that many people mistakenly assumed that the quarter from this year must also be a Liberty commemorative, and that misunderstanding continues today, making the 1986 quarter a frequent subject of searches, questions, and collector discussions. In reality, the quarter issued in 1986 was the regular Washington quarter that had been circulating since 1932, with the iconic portrait of George Washington by John Flanagan on the obverse and the powerful American bald eagle on the reverse, a design that symbolized national strength and unity for more than 6 decades. The year 1986 sits in a very unique place in U.S. Mint history because it represents the end of the classic design era and the beginning of modern changes just over a decade later. In 1999, the famous 50-state quarters program would begin, replacing the eagle reverse forever. So the 1986 quarter stands as one of the final chapters of the traditional Washington Eagle era. Collectors today value the 1986 quarter not because it is rare in normal condition, but because of its historical period, the minting technology of the time, and the errors and high-grade examples that survive. Quarters from the mid-1980s were produced in huge numbers, but minting technology was not as refined as it is today, meaning coins often show light strikes, uneven details, dull luster, worn dies, weak edges, and contact marks from heavy bagging and machine handling, and these issues make truly high-grade coins like MS-66, MS-67, or MS-68 extremely rare and valuable, sometimes reaching surprisingly high prices at auctions. Era collectors especially love 1986 because the year includes a wide range of possible mint errors such as double die obverses, double die reverses, machine doubling, off-center strikes, broad strikes, die cracks, die chips, die clashes, clipped, planchettes, misaligned dies, partial collar strikes, and even coins struck from worn or over-polished dies that create unusual appearances. And each of these errors can turn an ordinary quarter into a high-value collectible, depending on severity and clarity. The historical atmosphere of 1986 gives this coin even more depth. This was the era when Americans were celebrating the story of immigration, the message of freedom, and the rebirth of the Statue of Liberty. And although the quarter itself was not part of the commemorative program, many people keep 1986 quarters as symbolic reminders of that patriotic period, especially collectors who build special sets themed around American history, Liberty celebrations, or late 20th century coinage. Another interesting point is that the 1986 quarter marks a period just before the U.S. Mint began adopting improved engraving technology, new day preparation techniques, and advanced striking processes in the 1990s, meaning quarters from this time show a mix of older craftsmanship and early modern production, making them highly educational for collectors who like studying how coin quality evolved. While circulated, 1986 quarters are extremely common and usually worth face value. The true value appears in untouched mint set examples, proof set pieces, certified high-grade coins, and dramatic mint errors, all of which can sell for much more depending on market demand and collector interest. The 1986 quarter also holds significance because it is part of the decade before a major shift in American coin collecting. the era when millions of new collectors joined the hobby thanks to the state quarters program, meaning older designs like the Washington Eagle quarter gained an entirely new generation of fans. Overall, the so-called 1986 Liberty Quarter dollar remains a fascinating coin not because it is rare in the traditional sense, but because it carries historical misunderstandings, national symbolism, minting evolution, collector challenges, error variety potential, and a deep connection to one of the most celebrated patriotic milestones in American history, making it a perfect subject for anyone who loves numismatics. And if you enjoy long, detailed coin histories, rare error hunts, and exploring the stories behind coins from all over the world, then stay connected with my channel TimeCoins. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to support the channel and continue discovering more amazing coin videos with me.